What up, y'all? It's your girl, Fifi Fierce. I am so excited to chat to y'all today. I just want to say thank you for all the support. Your likes and comments, I do appreciate. This live is sponsored by Gift Cosmetics, and I'll be tagging these super cute products on my page. So let's start off with the first question from hashtag TikTok Steffi 2008. Your skin is always looking great. Thank you. What is your secret beauty tips? Well, to keep my skin hydrated, I like to use the new face cream from the skin range at GIF. If you type in hashtag Fifi, you'll get off 10%. I seriously couldn't live without this stuff. So go and grab one and make sure you tag me for feeding content. Okay, next question. Who have we got here? Oh, hello, Conspiracy Princess. Hashtag Free Britney Spears. That's deep. I love your page. Thanks. What's your daily lockdown routine? Well, first of all, I like to do a workout and then make a smoothie. Diets have to be clean. And then I do a meditation, yoga to keep me zen. And then... Sorry, that's my mum barging in again. Mum, I told you I'm doing an Instagram live. An Instagram... You know what? Never mind. No, I don't want fish fingers and oven chips. Mom, seriously, I need to get on with my shit. I didn't swear. I didn't. You must have heard wrong. Mom, please shut the door. I need to get on. Thank you. Love you. Sorry about that, guys. Hashtag box. So stay tuned for more tips on my lockdown life. Enjoy the rest of your day and make sure you click like and subscribe. What the fuck? Only 20 likes? And the last video got so much hype. Spent hours on that. I thought it was going to be lit. So this algorithm is messing up my shit. Someone just said I've got a massive forehead. I'm annoying and loud. What's wrong with these people? It's starting to get to me now. Do you know how hard it is to keep up with these kids? It's exhausting. How much longer I can do this? I do love inspiring others and making them feel great, but it's hard being happy all the time, especially when haters are going to hate. I'm good at taking criticism, it's just some of them are going too far. Keyboard warriors, tearing my self-esteem apart. Real talk? It's been over a month since I've been back at my childhood house. I was only meant to be here for Christmas, but our Nicola shut the borders down. My real lockdown routine consists of me binging food and Sex in the City till all hours of the night. Can you believe I'm the same age as Carrie Bradshaw? I know, right? I mean, there's a woman who's got it all. The job, the apartment, hot men and Jimmy Choos. And here I am in my Primark pyjamas, drinking cheap wine. Same with my mum who's treating me like I'm too. No, don't get me wrong. It's good to be back home. You get fed, spending time with the fam. It's just, sometimes I feel like the person I've become is someone my parents find hard to understand. You see, I've travelled the world, learned a lot about myself, developed opinions of my own, which is causing a major reverse culture shock, trying to fit into this old life I once used to know. Started with my diet. I said to my mum, the only milk I drink is almond or soy. She rolls her eyes at me, pours out the cup of tea she made and says, "You're becoming a real killjoy. What's the matter with you kids? This generation has gone so PC mad. Now you're all woke warrior, changing your accent, judging me and your dad." I'm like, "Mum, I'm not judging you. I'm just trying to help out. Your smoking stinks up your clothes in the house, so use a vape I bought you and put it out. And stop eating crap. Get free-range eggs. Recycle your plastic and glass." She stares at me, takes a puff of her cigarette and says, "You're never too old for me to smack your ass." The thing is, we're closer than most mother-daughters are. She sacrificed a lot for me to get this far. But to understand my mum, we're going to have to go back. Born a working class white woman in a town with mostly no blacks. 13 siblings in a 3-bed home. She had to fend for herself and fight, which shaped her resilience and made her decide what she wanted to do with her life. NHS was her calling. And a young nurse she became. Monklands Hospital is where she started and met doctors and nurses from all different types of race. One was a Ghanaian man, handsome, charming and smart. They fell in love one New Year's Eve as they bonded over music, culture and art. That man would soon become my dad, and he raised us with support and love. Heart of gold, life and soul of the party. But as bipolar to live with was pretty tough. Growing up, Mum was untouchable in my eyes. Strong, independent and brave. She never let anything faze her. She was the one person who made me feel safe. I was 10 when she decided to move brother and I away from Dad. You see, his mental health had never been great, but at that point it got bad. She met a new man who had become her companion for the next 8 years. During those moments were the first time that I saw my mother's tears. The man loved my brother and I very much, and to us he did no wrong. He just had a better relationship with the bottle than he ever did with my mum, which resulted in him not being able to cope. So with her he raised his hands. It took her years of abuse to finally get the courage to leave and take a stand. But she never showed us the pain and heartbreak that she went through, keeping things light for brother and I, so we would never feel blue. And I admire her for that. I do. I just wish she would have told us the truth. I suppose being a woman with children, you do what you've got to do. I suppose that's where I got my talent from. Hiding my pain through a smile. Hence why I built up a following of people watching me paint the perfect lifestyle. Laughing through our tears is the reason we get on so well. You see, Mum and I have been through a lot. More than some can tell. The worst day came to us in the year 2013. My brother didn't come home one night and we had no idea where he'd been. He'd been fighting this disease, addiction. And he did put up a good fight until temptation took over and he decided to relapse one last time. I remember when the hospital called, she said, "I'm going to see my son." The pain in her eyes has never left. His heartbreak had just begun. And with grief comes anger, sometimes aimed at me, especially if we were both on the wine. You see, I couldn't cry for my brother in front of her, in case she compared her loss with mine. I know I've not had children, and I will never understand. They say to lose a child is the most tortured experience known to man. But I was still her daughter, wanting her to hold that emotional space, be that woman I grew up watching, putting on her strong face. Which, as I'm getting older, I realise that's a lot to expect. As mothers are only human, and no one's perfect. That was the biggest hurdle our relationship had to overcome. Or so I thought, until 2020 came and brought up a lot of uncomfortable stuff for a white mum. I watched that brutal video of the incident that happened on the 25th of May. I've said it once before and I'll say it again. This shit happens to black people every day. Mum's always known right from wrong. She just didn't know the microaggressions. The hair touching, passing comments of us being angry if we showed self-expression. I was starting to wear my afro out and she would say, "When are you getting your weave?" My reply, "I'm done hiding my hair from society, especially a country that voted to leave." We began debating politics, discrimination, white privilege and race. Her reply, "I just see you as you. You're getting awfully sensitive these days." Mum, really? Are you that blind? The world sees me as a non-white. I need you to respect my experience. Just because you married a black man doesn't make you always right. Well, she raised her voice in anger. I was in shock and disbelief. How could a woman that gave birth to me not see what I could see? Tears were running down her face as she whispered, I feel like I'm losing you. You're always judging me and everything I say. What else am I supposed to do? I reminded her, the world is changing, Mum, and I know it's moving fast. But we could live a lot better in the future if we stop being scared and trying to live in the past. I can never bring your son back for you, but he'll always be in our hearts. Let's not let the grief for him and the way the world used to be drive us both apart. It took us some time, but we rebuilt a relationship and it changed for the good. We're now more honest with each other, and I stopped criticising her food. She still barges in and annoys me, but that's never going to change. We've just learned to be more patient with each other, and I'm sure she feels the same. I'm just trying to be more understanding, especially with my mum. She's the one who created me and knows me better than anyone. So until this lockdown is over, I'm going to leave out the drama. Enjoy every moment I've got left with this dynamic woman who is my #mama. Coming, Mum!